Quick false eyelash tutorial for you. The big problem with these false lashes is that they come in one big long strip, and that's probably not the curvature to match your eyelid, and so they tend to want to curve whichever way they want to, and they don't stay on. So my trick is to take some little scissors and cut them in 3 little pieces. So you have an outside piece and a middle piece and an inside piece, and then that's the order that I put mine on. I also really like this particular adhesive. It's called Super Stronghold, and the brand name is I Envy. I get those on Amazon, and even with shipping it's around $5, I think. So I like to use that, and when you put them on, you're going to want to hold the eyelash up, and then this is how you're going to brush this glue on. If you hold your eyelash down here and brush, if a blob comes down, it's going to drip down your eyelash and make it really hard to put on. So you want to hold your eyelash up and paint from the bottom. And then I like to start on the outside. You're just going to set it there right above your natural lash and don't move it. If it's not exactly how you want it, just give it a little bit of time anyway. But don't move it just yet. They'll get a little tackier, and then you can kind of press it into place. If you start pushing on it while it's still really wet like that, it's gonna just come right off and be really hard to get on there. So it's better to have it kind of get tacked on and not the exact place, and then deal with it later. So I do the outside on one eye, and then I do the outside of my other eye. And sometimes they want to stick to the tweezers, so sometimes I have to hold my finger while I let go of the tweezers and pull them out. And then I will go to the middle piece on that first eye, because if you start pushing this one here before that one's dry, it's going to want to move. So just set it in right on top of your natural lashes. I'm using the clear glue. They have a black glue too. Just kind of makes it more like you have eyeliner on. And I like to use the black too. And that's that. Once they're in place, then you can kind of press them together a little bit. Let me see what happens when I start touching it too fast. So that one I'm gonna just glue again. And that's why you want to let them dry a little bit before you do anything with them. I start touching that one a little too quickly. And if you start having issues like that, just keep on going. It'll work. They don't always go on right the first time, and that's okay. And then the set over here, they look pretty dry. Yep. This one is a little bit off, so I'm just gonna take my tweezers and push down. Try to get it into the location that I want. You can push back a little bit. And sometimes I'll even just lift up a little bit That'll have them going back even more. So that one, I'm going to let it just dry a little bit more so it's less wet and just a little bit tacky. And I'm going to push that one down together. And what you're wanting is just for the false lashes to be right on top of your natural lashes and right up against your eyelid. And then you can just kind of press them together so they kind of blend in together. So I'm going to get that one in a minute when it dries a little bit later. But that's it. And my favorite ones are at Walmart. They're called Kiss. And they have a lot of different styles. The 01 is my favorite. Not every Walmart carries it. I don't know why, but I've tried a bunch of different ones and I really like these. It's $8 for a package. And if I wash my face real carefully and rather than just put my whole head under the shower head, I can get a couple days out of them. But they're so reasonable. It's not a big deal either. But I usually wear them for at least 2 days at a time if I'm just real careful with how I wash my face. So hopefully that helps you. Let me know if you have any questions, but I think that false eyelashes are a lot easier than most people think, and they sure are fun.